Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, December 13th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my evolution is the revolution. And today we are one day off of our total solar eclipse, our last eclipse of 2020. Whew! And it's coming in intensely. A lot of people have been speaking about the eclipse in tandem with Mercury, but it's kind of far enough away from Mercury. The closest thing that I really see this eclipse aligned with is the South Node. It's a South Node eclipse. And so with that, we want to be super aware of what patterns, what habits, what beliefs, what truths, what we've learned, what we've experienced, what we've done, depends where it is in the chart for you, that is being called to be released at this time. Solar eclipses are so interesting because we have the light of the sun, and then we have this shadow over the light of the sun. And that's the thing, is we can have that illusion of the shadow on the soul. You are the soul. You are this beautiful light. You are this galactic being. You are chosen by source. That was something that came through so strongly yesterday. I was like, I have to take a note of this on my phone. You're chosen by source. And yet we all have those shadows. We have those times where the clouds come over or the shadow of an energy comes through. This is the time to be aware of the shadow, to bless the shadow, to release the shadow. So there's so much release work to be done. And that's the thing, is like we're in the midst of this huge shift for all of us on this planet. The Sabian symbol for this eclipse, I wasn't going to go so deep into it, but I guess I am. The Sabian symbol for this eclipse is 23 degrees Sagittarius, a group of immigrants as they fulfill the requirements of entrance into a new country. This to me really does sound like such a portal, an entry point, a threshold that we're at. This whole week incoming has so much planetary shift for us. Saturn at that 29 degrees shifting into Aquarius this week, and that Jupiter-Saturn conjunction that we're building into. But yet we have this eclipse, and it's this call to release, and it's this call to hold the knowing of better coming in, even as we release, and again, bless the lessons of what has been. Now what I love, so some people like to read the next Sabian symbol, so it would be 24 Sagittarius, a bluebird perched on the gate of a cottage. Bluebird representing the bluebird of happiness. We are moving towards better. I will tell you, looking at the astro, it's not going to be overnight, and yet our task is, at this time, to be the evolutionary part of this revolution energy that is going on. So today, Sunday, we are in our final evolution day of Sun in Sagittarius. So we have energies that are going to be coming up to be processed. There may be triggers. All of this is all just sayonara. Get on out and don't let the door hit you on the way out, but thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Now, a huge lesson that we're going to have to face today involves Mercury and Neptune. So we have Mercury square Neptune. Mercury in Sagittarius square Neptune in Pisces, 18 degrees. Squares bring resistance. Mercury in Sagittarius can be the know-it-all. Neptune in Sagittarius is like, I'm God, I know it all. It's not quite that, but it's kind of like that energy. So it also can bring illusions up to the surface. And that's what I think we're going to be experiencing and fearing and moving through, is these illusionary energies. And the thing is, you have to ask, does any of that matter? Or is it more important for me to connect with this vision, to connect with this new vision energy, which is what I have at the top of the cards. New vision, aligned with courage, the courage of the heart. But do be aware, you may, I think that's one of my biggest things, is thinking like the universe is pulling something over on me, or anything like that. Getting caught in that energy and trying to figure it out, rather than being present in the moment. So be aware of that. Try to see if you can ground in and be present with this energy rather than getting too caught up in the energy. If anything, stay in the energy of pure potentiality rather than getting caught in illusion minutia. That being said, this can be also a highly intuitive connection, especially if you are using your intuition and your wisdom in tandem. So do listen to that. But again, be aware that between evolution revolution energy and this square and building into this eclipse, you may feel a little turbulent inside, moving through this connection. Again, what is the vision that you're aiming for? Keep going back to that. Hold the space for those possibilities. Hold the heart space. And I would say, don't worry about what everybody else is saying at this point, because that's going to feed too much into the illusions and not into what you need to know right now. So I will be back tomorrow with your eclipse forecast. But for now, be good to you. You have been chosen by the universe. Truly. We'll get into that more one of these days. The better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.